on the previous episode.
I've been busy, haven't been able to play any games, haven't even done my dailies yet. This is why you're going to see the coin total. Maybe the coin total you're asking, where'd all the coins go? Down to 1.6, and that is because I am busy grinding Dan Marino. What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, episode 46 of the No Money Spent. And I'm recording this in the middle of the night. I just completed Dan Marino No Money Spent. If you're new to the channel, this is going to be a little special episode. It's basically going to be a Dan Marino review to if he's worth it to, in gameplay wise, if he's worth it to do the set and try to make money. We're going to get into all that, but you're going to see we finally get the Dan Marino. It took it takes a long time to simply just complete all 32 sets. Now, I did profit a little bit. We'll get into that too in a little bit, but we want to go into Dan Marino abilities-wise now. He's a 95 overall field general. He is the only quarterback currently in the game to get Hot Route Master. That's basically the selling point of Dan Marino. 3 abilities. I don't know if you I did not power him up. I don't know if you power him up, he gets a 4th ability, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But I ended up going with Set Feed Lead, which, by the way, was a mistake, but Set Feed Lead in Tier 1, and then Hot Route Master in Tier 3. I'd probably recommend more Pass Lead Elite in Tier 2, and then Tier 1, you could do like Inside Deadeye, something like Roaming Deadeye, whatever. He also does get every team game. He does not get '3 Dolphins Chem, if you are wondering if that's the case. We're going to look at the team now. I haven't really upgraded. You see the coins. I haven't really upgraded anything. I'm going to buy upgrades tomorrow for people that are still interested in my actual team and No Money Spent. Some people here might be new just to see the Dan Marino review, but looking at the team, haven't made many changes. But in terms of Dan Marino, one positive for his abilities, by the way, these are going to be weekend league games. I don't play the best opponents, but it is going to be 3 games, my first 3 games in weekend league. Dan Marino with Hot Route Master basically can save you AP if you use route technician on your tight end, your backfield master on your running back, or any receiver. He's going to save you a lot of basically cap and AP for your abilities. But I am going to be showing some defensive clips, some interceptions, but they're basically mainly just going to be fillers to get Dan Marino on offense. You're going to see the first play of the game basically on offense after getting a pick on the first play. We're going to motion in Calvin so he gets that in. Basically the slot corner route is different from the outside corner route, and the first play from scrimmage, Dan Marino shows off the arm, but I have some notes on my phone. I'm going to go through and read the pros, the cons, and if the set is worth it. Now, for the pros of Dan Marino, of course, Hot Route Master is the main selling point. 77 speed, which makes his mobility. Now, he's not a scrambler. You cannot scramble with him 70 carrying, but he's able to basically get out of the pocket. If you use Josh Allen in the beginning, or if you use Justin Herbert, he's like that in terms of he can, if they drop everyone in coverage and you need to run for 5 yards and 35, he can do that, but you can't look to roll out and scramble with them. Another thing now, I gotta look at my notes. Hot Route Master, the mobility, yes, to extend plays. He's the best pure passer in the game. It's not even close. That's probably another thing about Dan Marino. He's the best pure passer, really. I'd say Zach Wilson is probably the second with Gunslinger, but Dan Marino is by far the best passer in the game. Now, the abilities, I've talked about a little bit, but the abilities, creativity you have with Dan Marino, since he saves some wide receiver apprentice, tight end apprentice, man, you can start to get O-line abilities. You start to get some weird receiving. Basically, you have much more creativity, much more variety in your offensive scheme and your ability, like basically variety that you can use on offense. Now, the one thing that I'd say, I almost forgot what the best thing about Dan Marino. His release, man. He's got that Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre release. It is the fastest release in the game without quick draw or gunslinger. You're going to see it many times in this video. It's basically a flick of the wrist. It is the fastest release in the game. It's really a big, I'd say, W. Probably the most important thing about the card and the biggest W other than the stats and the Hot Route Master is, man, the fastest release in the game. He gets that Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers release, which is just, it's really key if you don't have Gunslinger. I mean, it's really important. Now to get into the cons now. We all know the first con, it's the price. He's got about a $2 mil price tag for the 95 overall, and the power-up is going for about $500K. I expect these prices to go down. They will not hold. Dan Marino isn't really a shiny, flashy card. He's not a like Barry Sanders of last year held his price because he's a running back. He's a little more, he will stay at top of the meta. This Dan Marino is probably not going to be on top of the meta too long. But more into the cons. Now, I said the mobility was a positive for Dan Marino, but a con for Dan Marino is like if you basically are a rollout demon, if you love to really run with your quarterback, man, you can't really. He's got 70 carrying, so that's okay, but he's not a scrambler. He's just kind of like, basically, I mean, you know the archetypes. He's more of an improviser, not a scrambler. He can basically, you see outside the pocket, you can run, but you're not going to be able to like scramble and pick up 10, 15-yard chunks as you would with really even Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, and of course Vince Young, and like Lamar Jackson and the new Cam Newton, as they got escape artists. But even without escape artists, you can scramble with them. You could basically rush with them as a part of your offense. You basically have to take the rushing side of your offense with your quarterback. If you do that, out of your game plan with Dan Marino, you cannot trust him. Now he can extend plays, get away from pressure, and throw the ball away, which is great, but he can't really scramble and make. Basically, running, like I said, if running is a part of your scheme as a quarterback, you got to eliminate that with Dan Marino. And then probably the most worst thing about him is he does not get gunslinger, man. One throw power short, even powered up. Has to get 95 throw power with the field general archetype, and he just doesn't get that. And you're going to look at this throw on the run inaccurate, man. I don't know if it's worth the price tag. He's missing throws that Zach Wilson, Daniel, I mean, all the quarterbacks like miss throws in this game. Like probably 1 in every 10 throws they're going to miss, but I don't know. You're paying $2 million. I don't think your quarterback should be missing wide open on the run throws with no one really pressuring and inaccurate. I don't know about that. But another con is I've been talking about this more, but he has a very narrow gameplay like style when you use Dan Marino, man. You aren't going to be able to scramble with him. Gunslinger, don't really need to worry about Gunslinger, but you basically have to be a pocket presence demon. You cannot really scramble. It's a really narrow terms of like gameplay structure they use. Now, Dan Marino really isn't my personal cup of tea, just because I don't really use Hot Route Master that much, and that's like the main thing. But basically, why would I have a 2 million coin quarterback when I can just get Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones for 100 something K, and he's going to make 99% of the throws that Dan Marino can, and he's what, 1.8 mil less? I mean, I just don't think the 2 mil price tag is justifiable for a card that really could get replaced. Like the next Hot Route Master, the next field general quarterback is going to get Hot Route Master. Like they've been teasing us with the awareness being like 88 and 89 with the new Phil Simms that came out, Ryan Tannehill. The next field general quarterback is going to get Hot Route Master. It's probably going to be less than 300K. So Dan Marino, like when you are holding Dan Marino as a quarterback, that 2 mil, that 95 overall card, man, you can wake up the next day and that card could be 1.2, 1.3. I don't see him holding his price. Barry Sanders last year was going for around 1 mil for the first week, went down to 800K, but then he kind of went back up. I can't see Dan Marino staying at 2 mil. If you were doing the set for profit wise, I just don't really think it's worth it to keep the card. I mean, 2 million coins, you can do so much with that in terms of, even if you're not no money spent, but currently I am no money spent, so I have to prioritize every single coin I have, and it just is not worth it. If you really want Dan Marino, probably just buy the power up. If it goes down probably under 300K, I'd say it's a good purchase because it's not going to be in packs. So that's not really going to get flooded on the market. If you complete the set, you're going to have Dan Marino, but you could power him up to 93 and get Hot Route Master. So you don't have to spend that 2 mil to get 95. Just get the power him up to 93, and you get Hot Route Master, which is, it's going to be basically the same card. But yeah, the final verdict, is this card worth it to do or worth it to buy? I don't think it's worth it. It's not going to be worth it for a while. Trading this card for him, I think, is like 800K, but I just don't think it's worth the 2 million coin price tag. I really think EA kind of hoed us on the Master. I feel like we should get a cornerback. We're really lacking cornerbacks. I feel like we should get a 95 cornerback, but in terms of the set, man, I made about 700 to 800K by doing this set, but I did rinse about 400 golds. But I just don't think I don't think it's worth the time to fully grind out the set, man. It is basically 5 to 6 hours of just putting cards into sets. It's just, man, it's mentally draining. It makes me not want to ever see that. I want to take a break from the menus for the next 2 days, but of course I can't. But man, it's really mentally draining, honestly. I think I got on at 10. I was taking breaks throughout the day, but I finished 12. It took so long to basically get every card, put it in the set, and then selling the cards as well. And I was rushing to sell the power-ups since the power-ups are being added to packs, which is going to be today. I was rushing to get basically all the sets done, sell all the power-ups, sell the 90s, and I do have Dan Marino up on the block currently. But that's going to be all for this game. Looking at the stats, the final verdict, man, just don't. I don't think he's worth the price tag, man. If you have unlimited coins, of course, get him. But like, if you're thinking of selling a couple of players, if Dan Marino, let's say Dan Marino even drops like a 1.3, 1.4 mil, which is a little more easy to spend. If you think you want to sell like 3 to 4 players or change your offense to Dan Marino, man, don't worth it. Just wait out for the next Hot Route Master. It's probably going to be in less than 2 weeks, and it'll be 200,000 coins. Save the coins. Don't build your team. If you have Dan Marino, man, you can get a couple games with him. You can play games with him this weekend. Sell him. Get the coins before he drops. He's probably going to be dropping 50 to 100K a day for the next week. Dan Marino special episode though. I'll have another episode out late Saturday in terms of like legends, some coin making methods, the binder update, the coin update if Dan Marino finally sells. That's gonna be all for this episode. If you like the content, subscribe if you're new, like, comment. If you have any questions about Dan Marino, anything questions with the market, let me know. And until next time, peace.